Hey everyone, welcome back. This is training call number 3, and I'm really excited to go over this because we're going to talk about the presentation. So by now, you've got your parties booked, and I'm super excited for you to get going with that. You've got your invitations out, so congratulations. And this call is really going to be all focused on the presentation. So if you were able to get to one of my parties, that's awesome. If you couldn't get to my party, that's okay. I still, hopefully you watched the party online that I took. So that's going to be another really great tool for you to be able to use. So really, what I think is the best way to kind of get going on your presentation is really, copy my flow of the party that I do, and you can use my verbiage if you want. Like I said, you can do whatever you want to, get going, and then as you do more parties, your style is going to come out. So, so with that, you guys, I want you to think about making note cards. That's what I did in the beginning, and that's what helped me start my very first parties. So the note cards that you can make literally are going to walk you through the presentation of the party. Norwex sends you note cards in the starter pack, so feel free to use those. They don't have all the products that I talk about at my parties. However, they've got some really good information. So you can use some of those, and then you can incorporate some of the other products in there as well. So today, I want to walk you through a little high level of the presentation that I do, and then I want you to go and make your own note cards and start kind of focusing on what you want yours to look like. So for me, I always talk about the starter pack, which is the Safe Haven package in the catalog. And you guys, every single party, that's the product that I talk about. So I'm very streamlined with all my parties. They are the same, so I remember what to say and feel confident about what I'm doing. So don't feel like you need to switch it up at every party, but really, I would highly recommend to stick to the products that are in the starter pack. So at my parties, what I do is I welcome everybody to the presentation. So I thank the hostess for coming, and I thank all the customers for coming, or all the guests for coming. Then I walk through the expectations of tonight. So I'll say, you know what, I'm really excited to have you here. What we're going to do is we're going to walk through the technology. We're going to learn about how Norwex works and why it works the way it does. And then I'm going to walk through the starter pack. And the starter pack is what I recommend to everybody who's never used Norwex before, or even if you have a couple of cloths, because you get to replace everything you're currently using to clean your house with the products in the starter pack. And third, I actually hand out tickets at all my parties, and I tell people that I'm going to be doing 2 drawings throughout the course of the presentation, and when you hear your number, you have to say, I love Norwex. So that's my 3 kind of bullets of what I do and kind of what I walk through. So I go right into I talk a little bit about the history, very brief, and then I go right into the technology. So I break down the microfiber in 2 different steps. The first step is going to be the microfiber properties, picking up that 99% of everything, and then the second step is going to be the silver that self-purifies and self-cleans the cloth for us. So I'm not going to go into the specifics. You guys watch the video and you can hear exactly what I say when I talk about that. So right from that, I go into the butter demonstration. So I'm going to smear the butter all over the window, pick it up with the Enviro cloth, dry it with the purple cloth, with the window cloth. After that, I'm going to do the chicken demonstration. So I talk about the chicken and show that the protein test. And then I'm going to talk about the different surfaces that you can use these products on. So, I kind of break it down into the hard surfaces and the soft surfaces. So the hard surfaces are going to be your stainless steel, your windows, your mirrors, your car windows, your walls, your refrigerator, your microwave, your stove tops. The soft surfaces are going to be your carpets, your couches, your shirts, any of those softer materials. So right from that, then, and you guys, one thing to note, so any of the products I talk about is I'm going to explain what the product is and how it works, and then I'm going to share a couple of those wow stories. So again, the wow stories is what connects people to you. So so you're going to talk about the Enviro cloth, then the window cloth. Next, I'm going to explain what the kitchen cloth is, because I like to explain the difference of the kitchen cloth versus the Enviro cloth, and just let people know it's specifically for your kitchen. It's a little bit smaller, and the ridges in it will help you pick up the coffee grind, spices, and breadcrumbs a lot better, and it's going to dry faster. So that's going to lead me into the kitchen towel, and I talk about the kitchen towel. Then I'm going to talk about the dusting mitt. So you talk about the dusting mitt, how it takes place of your pledge and paper towel. And after that, I do my first drawing. So I typically give away the fruit and veggie scrub cloth. And so I talk about that, explain that it's not in the starter pack, but it's one of my favorites. And then I draw the number. That's going to lead me right into the washing of the product. So I explain how to wash it, and then what to use and what not to use. Then I'm going to go into the laundry soap. So after the laundry soap, I talk about the dryer balls because those go hand in hand. And then I talk about the cleaning paste. Now, the cleaning paste, again, you explain what it does, what it's going to replace, and then a couple of your wow stories. So after the cleaning paste, this is when I'm going to do my first booking seed. And you guys, booking seeds are one of the most important things that you are going to be doing with your presentation. So really, I want you to spend some time on thinking about what, how you're going to say this, and I want you to spend time practicing it, because booking seeds is what gets parties booked from the other parties. So the booking seed for me after the cleaning paste, this is what it sounds like, and I'm just going to tell you guys just how I would at a party. So I'll say to them, if you guys are anything like me and you want every single thing that I've talked about, you have to have a party. On average, a host is going to get between $200 and $400 worth of free stuff, worth of free products. But more importantly, who do you know that needs to hear about these products and get the chemicals out of their house and get the more green products into their home? So as I'm walking through the last couple of products, what I want you to think about is who you know that you can share these with. And then I move on. So that right there, that little booking talk, I guess it's more of a booking talk, that's gonna get people to start thinking about, okay, who can I introduce these products to? And you guys, I'm telling you, people want to introduce their friends to Norwex. People want to be able to change their lives and get the green stuff into their home. So really think about that. So after that, I talk about the body cloths, and then after the body cloth, I do the product drawing for the body scrub mitt. So that's typically my second item that I give away is the body scrub mitt. After the body scrub mitt, I'm going to do the Ask Me About My Job game, and this is going to be a great recruiting tool for you to use. And basically, I tell everybody, hey, we're going to play a 2-minute game. You guys can ask me any questions about the business side, and I'm going to give you a ticket. So once we wrap up, I'm going to draw a number, and that person is going to either win a free item or I give 10% off of their order. So I give them examples of questions to ask as well. So I tell them, you could ask me how much money I make, have I earned any trips, do I have a team, how much does it cost to get started, what does the training process look like? So any of those questions, you guys, you want to give them, and then set your timer and then go ahead and do it. The last product I talk about is the mop, because everybody wants the mop, and this is another booking seed that I use. So I'll tell people, all right, you guys, if you want to earn this mop for free, you have to have a party. That's why I had my very first party, and I'm still using the same mop. So that's just a little booking seed right there. And then I wrap up, and I set the different items out that are in the starter pack, so in the Safe Haven package, and I go through it again really quick, and I recap everything that's in that Safe Haven package. I think that it's just such, we go into, so typically your head is thinking, okay, I'm going to go into this party and I can't wait, I got to get sales, right? But you guys, I really want you to change that mindset and go into every single party thinking and knowing how many more bookings that you're going to get. So again, it all comes back to booking. So that's going to be your number one focus as you go into parties. And just know, you guys, the sales are going to come, but go in with the mindset of, I'm going to get 2 or 3 bookings at every single party to keep my business going. So that's what I want you to think about. All right, you guys, so that's everything that comes in that I talk about. So what I want you to do is I want you to start making your note cards. I want you to start going through and putting down the products and just a little couple of stories, so you remember to say that. And I also want you to make your booking talk card. So write booking talk, and then just put it in there so you remember to say it. And you guys, I'll tell you, it is kind of awkward at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. So start doing it right now so you get used to doing those booking seeds and the booking talk. So so do that, and then our next call, we're going to talk about how you wrap up the party.